Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. I am so excited you're here. You are going to want to grab a piece of paper and a pen because we are going to cover some amazing stuff tonight. My name is Diane Covington. I'm the incredibly proud director of the Dynamite Unit. And I'm excited because we are going to put ourselves into our own national area in the next 21 and a half months. So we are looking for 6 directors within our unit. And then I need all of my other directors in Equinoxes or Cadillacs. And we are going to soar across the finish line. So please know that you are an important part of that, no matter where you are. But if you're thinking, man, directorship looks like fun, it's a great way to impact a lot of lives. You get to train and teach and design your life, work when you want, work whatever hours you want to work. It's a blessing. And I had a blast. I have to share with you really quick what happened last night. We were at the Concord Plaza. We had seats for 32. And we had 31 people as models, so it worked out perfectly. It was a little crowded, so we are moving to a bigger ballroom. We did skincare, half with microderm, half with glycolic, gel mask on the whole thing, satin lips. It was wild. We had drawings. So if you went to last night's event, would you unmute and just tell everybody how it was? Give me some feedback. Any of you that were there last night?
I was there. I had invited six people and only 4 showed up, but it was almost a good thing because there was literally nowhere else to put people. But it was great. Everyone had a good time. And yeah, it was great to see everybody in person too. I like that.
And I think you've got customers that are ready to buy, and I think you've got a gal who's ready to join.
Yeah.
So yes. It's exciting. And so as far as the program went, though, you thought it was good?
Yeah, it was great. I think everybody was engaged and you know, I kept shouting out answers because I was all excited and I was like, I need to stop answering these questions.
It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. It was exciting. And congratulations for having 4 guests there. And one of your guests brought a guest, which I always love.
Yeah.
When that happens. So congratulations. Anybody else? Kim or Carrie, you want to say anything about last night real quick?
I want to hear how she got her guest to bring a guest.
Yeah, Dawn, how did you get your guest to bring a guest?
I just told her if there's anyone that you know of that would like to come with you, please bring them along. And she has a girlfriend that she hangs out with a lot, and so they came out together. I didn't have to twist her arm or anything.
And you didn't have to incentivize or anything.
No, not at all.
You didn't even tell them that her name goes in the drawing 5 more times?
No.
Oh, wow. That's what I told my guests the last time. And that's why they were very
cooperative guests.
Yeah. Good for you, Dawn. Congratulations. Okay. Kim or Carrie, do you want to just share real quick about last night?
Yes. I actually invited Tammy and she asked me, was it okay if she brought some people along? And I said, yeah, of course.
With you guys. Okay, good.
And actually all 3 of them are going to join. So woohoo.
So Carrie got a new team member named Eileen, and then Eileen's going to recruit the gal in the red sweatshirt whose name is Gina.
The gal in the red sweatshirt.
And then Gina is going to recruit the gal who's sitting next to her.
Yeah, Tammy.
So, yeah, so it's super exciting. They had a great time. They're sort of minimalist. They had false eyelashes on, so I thought they were glamoramas, but she goes, "No, I don't do skincare. I just wear false eyelashes." I'm like, okay. But they had a blast last night. They were raising their hand with questions. They were on top of it.
They're skincare people now.
So Carrie, is that why they're signing up? Because they all want to buy so much?
Yeah, the one, Gina is into skincare. She's the one that says she washes her face all the time. The other girl, I think, washes her face too. Tammy needs to, let's put it that way. She's wants to, but yeah, after you did the thing, they were all, I want to join, and the one girl signed up right there. So
you didn't know Eileen?
I did not. I have met her because I've seen her at events.
Okay, so the gal who joined your team, you didn't really know. Somebody else brought her.
Yeah, Tammy brought her.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's used Mary Kay before. She was in Mary Kay years ago. So
isn't it funny, you guys? You just never know who your guests are going to bring. And I thought it was great, Carrie. You were very organized. You bailed my ass out on name tags because we forgot name tags last night. Carrie goes, I got name tags. Who carries name tags but Carrie? Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a great event. I asked them though, I said, if I do a daytime event, I said, according to the magazine, 72% of women are wearing the wrong foundation. And they all started to laugh, either because they're wearing the wrong color or they know people. And I said, if we do an event in the next couple of weeks where you can bring your old foundation that's the wrong shade, would you come? And they all said, yeah, when is it? And I said, I don't know. We don't have a date. But yeah, Carrie, you had a great crew there last night. So it was a lot of fun to see you there. So congratulations on your newest team member. Super exciting. Carrie is heading to DIQ. So that's
Woo!
exciting.
Go, Carrie.
All right, Miss
Go,
Kim.
go.
Kim, are you able to share real quick about last night? I know she just went off camera, so she might be dealing with her daughter. Okay, well, that's all right. I can have Kim share at the end. All right, so we've got lots and lots and lots of stuff to go over with you guys. So one of the first topics I want to talk to you guys is about the price increase. I'm assuming you all know about the price increase, correct? Does anybody not know about the price increase? Y'all are good. All right. So let me ask you, what are you guys doing to let your customers know about it? I mean, you obviously aren't going to call them and say, hey, we've got prices going up. Do you want anything? Because that makes us look like, oh, maybe are we too expensive or whatever. So I'm going to go onto Boards right now so I can show this to you guys really quick. Boards is where everything is. If you don't have the Boards app, reach out to me, let me know. But I'm going to click on this. So this is the price increase. So you have until the 15th, which is Thursday, to order. Not everything is going up. Satin hands are going up, lipsticks. There's certain things that are going up. The customized skincare, some regular skincare. So does anybody want to share what are they doing that's working as far as reaching out to your customers and letting them know about the price increase? Does anybody want to share what they're doing? Anybody want to share? Lori, do you want to share anything that you're doing or not?
Well, I can share with respect to the skin analyzer.
Well, I want to say that till the end. So here's the deal, you guys. Like, so you could send this out, but I'm thinking, I don't know that I'd want to send this out. I don't know. So instead, when one of my customers, Katie, sent me a text today, and she goes, "Oh, I need the repair set. When are you coming out to Oakley?" And I said, "Oh, I can be out there on Thursday." And she said, "Okay, well, I need that." And I said, "Well, here's a special deal sheet." And I said, "By the way, we have a slight increase I said about 25 items. I don't even know how many there are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So there's probably 25 items on here. So I said, there's about 25 items that are going to be having a slight price increase. So I said, let me know if there's anything else you'd love to have. And she said, can you send me a list of what's going up in price? Then
See, people want, some of them want a list, Diane.
And that's fine, because when she asked for the list, then I did send this to her. Okay. But you want to be careful. It's kind of like if a store calls you and says, we're having a price increase. You're kind of thinking, oh my God, am I going to be able to still afford the stuff? You know what I mean? So just be careful how you market this. If it were me, I would do a text out to my customers with a big, huge smile on your face, holding a lookbook, and say, just want you to know I'm here to take care of you. We have a small price increase coming up on Friday on about 25 items. So please let me know if there's anything you'd love to have. If they're even remotely low or they're remotely curious, they're going to say to you, what's going up in price? And again, now they're asking. So now they're chasing you. You're not chasing them. Does that make sense? In which case you could send them this. So anybody have questions on the price increase? Okay, I want to share one thing though. We are doing the chemo care package, which I will talk about in a minute. But one of the items in the chemo care package is this hydrating body lotion. So if you guys can get them now at $8 each, that's what I would suggest versus waiting until they go up till $9 each. It just gives you an extra $1. So the hydrating body lotion. So if you're going to commit to helping provide John Muir chemotherapy customers with care packages, and let's say you're going to commit to doing 50 of them or 80 of them or whatever. If you're going to commit to doing 50 of those in the community, so I'm just turning my ring light on, that's super bright. Then you might go ahead and order 50 of these now. And then 50, so the 3 products we'll be using is the unscented hand cream, hydrating body lotion, and the shea butter lip balm, which is half of satin lips, which I'm pretty sure satin lips is not on here. Satin hands is on here, but satin lips is not. Lip gloss and lipsticks are. So that's the other thing, you guys. If you sell a lot of lip gloss and lipsticks, check that stuff out. I sell a lot of oil-free hydrating gel and intense moisturizing cream. I sell a ton of both of those. So just kind of look at this and look at, basically things are jumping $1 to $2. Charcoal mask is going up $1. Most things are going up $2. Clear Proof, the acne system, that was going to go up $6 from 50 to 56, but that's for all 4 pieces.
And the Go set is going up.
Yeah, where is that on here, Lori?
It's under the skincare. It's second to the last.
Oh, Clear Proof Go sets from 24 to 26. Yes. Does anybody have a question or an idea for the price increase? No questions? So if you order up until 10 o'clock California time, so midnight Texas time on the 15th, you'll get the lower prices. You order the morning of the 16th, it's the higher prices. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, nobody's got questions? Okay, we'll cross that off the list. We can go on to the next thing. All right, so let's talk about the chemo care packages. I did go to John Muir, which is one of the largest hospitals in our area. And just 2 weeks ago, they had a ribbon cutting for their brand new oncology building. It is massive.
Wow.
And they have, so everyone will come into one building and they'll get everything done. PET scans are in one wing, imaging, radiations in another wing, chemotherapies in another wing. So patients, when they come, will only stay in that one building. They won't have to drive to Martinez for one treatment and Concord for another treatment. It's all under one massive roof.
Nice.
So I met the director and it was a ribbon cutting. The mayor was there. It was not the night to talk to her, but I pulled her aside and said, we want to do this chemo care package. She goes, we'd love them. I said, how many would you love? She said, 500 or 600 would be great. And of course I had a poker face on. I said, okay, not a problem. And I'm thinking, OMG. So I said, okay. I said, well, I said, give me a number I can reach back out to in a couple days. And so she's super excited. So we've got a flyer now made and a script. If you go onto Facebook, onto our Facebook unit page, has everybody seen what has been posted? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. If you have not seen it, there are some sample scripts. There's also a sample tracking sheet. So I would definitely, the reason why I would print out the tracking sheet, you guys, is because when somebody says, oh, I'd love to do that. I lost my mom to cancer. I'd love to help you with at least 2 of those. All right. Well, then what you do is you write her name on the tracking sheet so you remember who to reach out to, because you could be whatever. So this is on our unit page and it says here, please let me know ASAP if you're helping with this. Here is the flyer that we redid because it's got those 3 products on it. Okay. There's
really
also
great.
a script of what to say.
Nice.
There's also a tracking sheet.
Nice.
Okay, and we're doing this before June 30th. That was another units and I can't edit that. So just ignore that June 30th deadline because we're doing it way before that. And there's the flyer again. Now I am going to put together a letter and I started it today and I had a little computer issue. My computer kind of crashed. So I'm really like, good thing I don't own a pool because I'd throw my computer into my pool. But before, tomorrow's crazy. So by Thursday night, I will have the letter completely done, kind of like an adopt a grandparent letter that'll explain to them where it's going, John Muir, Walnut Creek, blah, blah, blah. It'll have a picture of this. It'll tell them how much we need their support. These are going to current oncology patients going through chemotherapy. Does that make sense? Does anybody have questions on the chemo care package? So one thing I did order on Amazon, and I will share this link on Facebook as well, is I got these cute little heart cardboard, they're like wooden tags. They're about this big and they're a heart shape, but they're like balsa wood. And so you can write on them. So I'm just going to take a black fine tip Sharpie and say, here's to your strength and great health, like anything that's encouraging, or I'm praying for you, or something like that, something for them to look forward to. Or you can even tuck a note into every one of them. So I'm saying to my customers, when I reached out to a gal today and she said, I lost my sister and my grandmother to cancer. I said, well, would you like to buy two gifts? And she said, I would. And I said, would you like to write a note that I can tuck in? And so I'm keeping with me just some papers that are about a half sheet. So they're like this size. They're just a half sheet, right? Cut in half. And I'm letting them write a note and I will fold it up and stick it inside the care package. So can you imagine getting a little encouraging note from somebody that you don't even know? How special that would be. So set your goals big. So what I will tell you guys is when you ask people in your life to help you with this, if you say, well, I've got this goal to do 20, they'll go, yeah, I'll get one. But if you tell them, well, my goal is to do 100, then they're kind of like, okay, wow. And so if they say, well, I could donate 100, $30 is roughly, it covers your cost, but not by much. Does that make sense? You make no money on this. I will tell you guys that up front. You're not going to make any money, but it's all about giving back and feeling good, right? I'm going to actually include in there and say, when you're feeling amazing, feel free to reach out to me for a private pampering session, compliments of me, and my name and my phone number. So that way, if they want to reach out and get a facial, they can. If they don't, they can throw it away. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm going to tuck one of those into every care package, even if the care package goes to a guy. I don't care. I'm putting one of those in there because we're not going to be able to decipher, you know, which ones go to men and which one goes to women. But I really would love to drop off at least 200 of them before by the end of the month for February, and the rest coming. So if you are local and you're going to help me with this, just text me on my cell. Are we using what? Handled paper bags for these? So you can do one of a couple things, Julie. I just carried a prototype, which is it down in my car? Ugh, it is down in my car. So I took a satin hands bag. I dumped the satin hands out, and I use that because it's very sturdy to haul around, because I will haul this thing everywhere. And in the back of that are sheets with the letter and all that stuff. I did check with my accountant, and he said to me, he says, well, you're not a nonprofit, and trust me, John Muir is not a nonprofit. He says, if they make a donation and they save the letter, they technically don't need a tax ID number if their donation is under $250. You don't need a tax ID. You could just save the receipt and write on there 100 or whatever they buy. So let's say I'm Dawn's neighbor and I write Dawn a check for $100. Dawn gives me the letter and say, save this for your taxes, so you can write on there how much you spent and what the cause, you know, like what it's for. Does that make sense? So we are not a nonprofit, so we don't have a tax ID number. So you can use the letter that I'm going to write, though, because I'm going to explain to them, kind of like the adopted grandparent letter. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on that? So Julie, to answer your question though, if you guys want to make one in a cello bag, you could do that. I think to deliver them, I'm probably just going to get the gusseted bags at my girlfriend's house that are like maybe 14 inches by 6, and put the products in there and put a cute bow on it. Nothing too girly, because some of these might be for men. But I'll probably just do like maybe, well, isn't breast cancer awareness, isn't that purple, or is it, I guess it's pink.
Pink.
It is pink. Well, I'll probably just put a white bow on them, but I'll put a little bow on them and include and start making those, but I'm going to put the note inside. So I'm not sealing this up yet, but for me, just to carry a prototype around, I am carrying around just a satin hands bag. I just dumped out the satin hands. Yes, Sandy.
You started to say on the note, like when you're feeling amazing, what was the rest of it?
I was just going to say something like, and I'll post whatever I'm going to put in there. I was going to put in there like a little certificate, probably with my picture on it. And it'll just say, hi from Diane Covington. I'm thinking about you and praying for your strength and health. When you are feeling better, if you would like to be pampered with a private skincare pampering, please text me or reach out to me. It's complimentary and I'd love to pamper you, or something like that. You
know, Diane, excuse me for interrupting. There is a program somebody does, and I don't know if John Muir already has it, but it's called Look Good, Feel Better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, could we say, remember when you look good, you'll probably feel better anyway.
Well, you guys say whatever you want from your heart, and again, you don't have to do that. You could just include a little personal note. I just think, you know what, it would be fun for them to have something to look forward to. Like, I look forward to you being healthy and, you know, feeling better. Reach out to me if you'd like a private I would just say a private, so they don't think they have to throw a party, a private pampering session, just you and I. And we could do it virtual or in person. You know, I wouldn't make it a big deal. You don't want it to come across like you're trying to sell them something, is what I'm saying. It's all about, I care about you. If you want to get pampered, when you feel up to it, reach out to me. It's free. Basically, that's the gist.
One more thing. The little heart wood things. What was the subject matter? You just put a little wooden heart?
No. It's they're little gift tags that you can just tie on a package. They're about a 2-inch wooden balsa heart.
Okay.
And you just tie them on the outside of a package. And I was just going to put on there like, thinking of you, or stay strong, or.
No, well, I was thinking about getting them from Amazon. You said you just look up gift tags.
Yeah, I just typed in wooden heart gift tag.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Okay, but if you guys are participating, will you please text me tonight, or if you're watching this video, text me on my cell phone and say, I am local and I'm participating. Whether you do 10 or you do 50 or you do 100, I got to figure out how we're going to come up with 600 of these by the end of March. So if you're in, see, what's passionate to me is I lost my sister 14 years ago to cancer. And I know how dry her skin was and how ragged and rugged and just wiped out she felt all the time. So I want to give as many of these as I can possibly give. So does that sort of make sense? So if you guys find the thing about the paper bags with all the handles and stuff, I can't imagine delivering bags with all these handles and all this paper stuff. If anything tears or rips, I think it's just going to be easier to put them in some kind of a cello bag. You know, and I'll reach out to my girlfriend's house because Beverly might have bags that have the breast cancer pink ribbon on them. And I might talk to her and see if she could cut us a deal and give those to us at a, super cheap or something so we could use those. But I'm
But it's
excited
not
for
just breast
Fiber.
cancer, right?
Pardon me?
It's not just breast cancer.
Well, this is true. Thank you. Thank you for that, Janine. You are correct. So that would probably be inappropriate. So maybe like little yellow smiley. She's got one that's got those obnoxious little yellow smiley faces all over it. It makes them smile. So maybe something like that, because that's very male, female,
Where she has a neutral netted something. Anyway.
I think something cute would be great. Like a smile, like something obnoxious, like little smiley faces all over it or something, Anyway, so I'm excited about that. Please let me know though, if you guys are participating in that. Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's. Valentine's is tomorrow. And do you guys know what I heard on the news this morning? Get this. It said in the news that 70% of people, as of this morning, hadn't figured out what they're doing for Valentine's gifts yet. And I'm laughing thinking, okay, so that's like tomorrow. And this was on this morning's news. So maybe there's a fewer percentage, but I'm thinking, so one of the things I want to ask you guys to each do as soon as you get off the meeting tonight, which is in like 30 minutes, is you're going to write down 5 people's names. So get a piece of paper right now, write down 5 people who you know pretty well, and you're going to send them a text. Now, it might be something for their daughter. It might be, hey, just was thinking about you. Do you need a Valentine gift for your daughter or any Galentine gifts, for girlfriends? I'm dropping off to 2 of my girlfriends a gift for them tomorrow. They were just super helpful during my divorce. They were just always supportive of me. And I got them both a little mug with some stuff in it. And I put a little baby hand cream in there and stuff. So like the little new $10 ones, I put those in there. So who do you know? So all you guys are going to do is text 5 people. If you know a husband or a man, I would definitely text him. So you're going to send out a text really quick tonight to 5 different people to say, hey, it's Carrie. I realized tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Do you need any wrapped last minute gifts for daughter, significant other, Galentine, best BFF, whatever? I'm making deliveries tomorrow. Now, if you're not making deliveries tomorrow and you don't have the ability to do that, figure something out, but just reach out to them because they might say, yeah, how about it? You might say, I also have gift certificates. The great thing about a gift certificate is a woman can spend it on whatever she wants. Okay. Carrie, do you have any of your stuff still wrapped, ready to go, or are you all sold out?
I have 3 things left.
Let's see what you have.
Well, I have,
What is that?
see it?
Is that a bucket?
Yeah.
Super cute.
Oh, nice.
And what's inside, Carrie?
Domain men's cologne. This one doesn't have it, but the other ones have lights in them. Those little mini lights.
Oh, did you get those on Amazon?
Yep.
Everybody swears.
The
by
lights, not the cans. The cans I got at Michael's and Target.
Okay.
And then I think this one is sold though. But I have one more of these left.
That's really
Beautiful.
cute.
That's beautiful.
So I happened to carry a basket to a leadership meeting this morning. And I said, if anybody needs any Galentine stuff or whatever, and some of them go, did you bring anything? And I said, actually, I have a small basket. 3 of the women said, I need something for my daughter. All 3 of them bought a gift for their daughter, and they bought micellar water and I Make a River that was blinged out in pink and white for Valentine's. But if I hadn't had it there, they weren't going to call me, but it was like convenient. It was wrapped. It was ready. So all of what you do is text 5 people. Let's say you text 5 people and all 5 people text you back. Nope, I got it. But thanks for thinking of me. You're like, you're welcome. Let me know when it comes to the next gift giving occasion. You never know. You literally never know. And if somebody says, I've got everything, and say, okay, well, if you decide you want a gift certificate, let me know. On our unit Facebook page, there are Valentine pre-done certificates that are blank. You fill in the dollar amount. You could literally drop those off anywhere tomorrow. And you could still get some great sales on it. So just don't forget Valentine. When I heard that stat this morning on the news, it made me laugh. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk really quickly about is career converts. You guys, I'm so excited. I know a whole group of us are going to Long Beach. I know Dawn's registered, Carrie's registered, a whole bunch of us are registered. I would love to see more of you going. And Janice Trude, our national, will be there, and she will be ranking as the #1 national in Long Beach. So she's super excited. And we're going to have a luncheon beforehand. We're probably at this point going to road trip it. I've been looking at different options. The bus is really not an option unless I do a private bus. And he was all in until I told him it was overnight. And he's like, I have to stay there. And I go, well, yeah. And he's like, well, I can't do that. He thought I was just driving us to Long Beach and turn around and come back. And I'm thinking, no. So, but if we had 2 cars, we can put, 3 or 4 people in my caddy, not counting me, and 3 or 4 people in the next car. We could just road trip it, which would be super fun. So we are looking at the train. The train is about a 9-hour train ride. And so I talked to the lady at Amtrak today, but I'm not sure that's going to work. We could do the night one, but then we'd all sleep on the train. And I don't know how you all feel about that. So anyway, I am looking into that. I will get to all of you guys by the end of the week, by Friday, with options. But you guys, so who's been to career conference before? I know Carrie has been. All right. So Carrie, in just like 1 or 2 sentences, tell them like, what's the best part of career conference?
Training. They always break us up. So it's nice training. You get to see people you don't normally see. I don't know, because I've never gone this far. So, but you usually get to see the people you don't see, you only hear about. So it's exciting to see new people, and everybody's always willing to tell you anything. So
they have the nationals speak, they have classes, they have recognition. So everybody who's in a red jacket with 3 or more active, they have to be active, gets to walk across the stage at career conference. There's not one of you that could not do that. That's like a double negative. Everybody can do that. Everybody can be a red jacket before career conference by the end of this month. You absolutely can have 3 active. And Carrie, you walked across the stage tons of times. So do you want to tell them what that experience is like? It's super
yeah,
exciting.
it's really fun. We usually do something crazy and we all walk across stage. Actually, yeah, I usually have 2 or 3 of my team members there. I don't know. We'll see who we'll have this time, but yeah, it's a lot of fun because you get to walk across stage together usually.
So I heard that Long Beach is about 70% sold out. So they're expecting it to sell out by the end of the weekend. So if you're thinking about going, here's what I'm going to tell you: register, and then let's figure out how you're going to get the day off and how we can afford this and how we're going to do all this, because everybody can go. You guys, it is an opportunity, especially as we become a national area, to really pull out the stops. It's going to be exciting. Lots of recognition, lots of training. Like Carrie said, they'll be launching new products. They're going to give away Louis Vuitton bag drawing. I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be super fun. I got pom-poms and all kinds of crazy stuff. Red wax lips, Cadillac March, all of that. So I'm excited for you guys. Okay, so every week moving forward, we're going to spend about a 15-minute segment on a training topic. And Rebecca Evans, a national sales director, was the one who implemented this. She's the one who started this. We used to do this at our studio in Concord. Every week at our live meeting, we would do about a 15-minute segment on a specific training. And what I've had a lot of people ask me for is the app. How does the app go to your weekly accomplishment sheet? How do you do a discount? Where's your weekly accomplishment sheet go? How does all this work? So that's what I'm going to train on right now. If you are either stuck or not sure how to do this or whatever, please reach out to me afterwards and I'm happy to help you. All right. So I'm going to take one of my customers that just texted me today for an order. So I'm going to go onto my phone. Give me one quick second.
Do you have to do this on your phone?
No. So here's the deal. So if you guys look at my phone, you'll see there is the My Customers Plus app. So most of you guys are not doing paper receipts anymore. I would highly, highly encourage you to do digital receipts. It's just easier. If you want to do paper receipts and bring them home and hire some teenager to implement, or you want to implement whatever, you can. But I'm going to click on this My Customers. So it's going to pull up this My Customer app. Can you guys all see this? I'm going to put this on speaker view so it just makes this a little easier to see. Okay, so once you have this up, I'm going to punch in my code and it's going to pull up. Let me know if you guys can see all this.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go, correct? Now, when
Yes.
you're brand new, you won't have anybody in this app yet, but you can enter everybody either in this app or you can enter them in the My Customers on Mary Kay InTouch. So you can go down here to this plus and add a customer if you're new or don't have anybody in here yet, okay? But I've got customers in here. So I'm going to click on customer and her name is Katie. So I go up here to the search bar Okay, and I'm going to type in the word Katie because I think I only have a couple customers named Katie. Okay, apparently I have a whole bunch.
I was gonna
So
say,
all these people are named Katie, but Katie Pearson is my customer. So I click on her and here she is. All right. Now that I have her, I go down to this little add button right here. Do you guys all see that brown button?
Yep.
I click on that and it's going to give me choices. It's going to ask me, am I placing an order? Am I pulling stuff up? And if you pick the shopping bag, that's the order. So I click on the shopping bag and it's going to ask me, is it going CDS? Meaning, am I shipping it from Mary Kay Corporate or am I taking it out of my inventory? Well, I'm going to see her personally. So I'm going to click on from my inventory. Y'all with me? Okay, if I lose somebody, please holler or say something. Okay, so now look at this. It's got all my choices, skincare, whatever. Now she ordered a repair set. So I go up to skincare. I click on skincare and it gives me all my choices, botanical, repair. So I click on the word collection and I click on repair. Now it's coming up with everything that's in the repair line. Big sets, little sets, everything. So I'm going to scroll down until I see the $215 set, which is down here on the bottom. I'm going to, I can't do this backwards. Sorry, you guys. I'm clicking on that and it's saying, how many does she want? Well, unfortunately, she only wants one set, but that's good. So I click on that. I add the number 1 to it. And then do you see the little shopping cart up here? That little shopping bag? I just re-click on that shopping bag and it'll say, okay, so far she's ordered a repair set. You guys see that? Then I can go down to browse catalog and it puts me right back to skincare and all that. All right, well then she ordered, what else? It's on the floor. She ordered micellar water and a cosmetic sponge. So micellar water, I don't know where that is on here. So I'm going to the search bar and I'm literally typing in the word micellar, M-I-C-E. Well, it already comes up because there's not a whole lot of things that, so it's right at the top, micellar water. There it is. Do y'all see that? She ordered 1 bottle. So I'm going to move that to 1. Okay, now I want to keep going. So I'm going to go back up. I'm just going to go back arrow and it'll say, okay, what else does she want? When you back arrow, it doesn't take it out of the cart. It leaves it in the cart. Then she ordered a blending sponge. No idea where that is. So I'm just typing in blending. And here's the deal, you guys. If you don't know what stuff is and you just guess on the name, it's going to tell you we don't have anything. So you got to take the name off the box. Because sometimes I'll put on there moisture gel mask and it goes, we don't have that. And then it's like, oh my God. So then I have to go find the actual name. Okay, so blending sponge looks like that. That's what she wants. She wants a blending sponge. So I'm going to do add 1. Okay, then I back arrow. And then she ordered, so that's all she ordered, those 3 things. Well, then I showed her the special deals and she chose hydrogel eye patches and satin lips. So now I'm going up here to the search. And again, I don't know where hydrogel eye patches are. So I'm typing in HY hydrogel eye patches, sample or a jar of 30. And I'm picking the jar of 30. So it pulls up like this. Do y'all see that? So I'm adding 1 of those. Now, granted, she does get it at half off, but we're not to that step. And the last thing she wanted was satin lips. So I type in the word satin lips and it comes up as satin lips set. I click on that. She wants 1 of those. And again, that's at half off. All right, now I'm done with her whole order. So I click on the shopping cart and it's listing everything that she just ordered. The repair, the micellar water, the sponge, the eye patches. Do you all see that? All right, now we're going to go on here to where it says the word total and it's giving me her total. Doesn't show discounts, doesn't show anything. Do you all see her total on there? It's $307. Do y'all see that? Okay, so now I have to write down and say, okay, well, eye patches are half price, so that's $20 discount, correct? And satin lips, it's half off, so that's $11. So she gets a $31 discount. Do you all see that? Does anybody get confused from that? So now you're going to go to right here where it says order discount. See the second line on there? It says order discount. I put my finger on there and it's going to say, do you want a percentage or a dollar amount? I'm going to click on dollar amount. Now it's asking me to enter and how much is it? 31. So I'm going to enter $31, do the zeros. That's how much of a discount she's going to get. So I hit the little check mark up here in the corner. Sorry, I can't do it backwards. Okay, now it's thinking. Now it's saying, okay, there's her discount. And now I've just got to add my sales tax. And you can set your sales tax as a default. I just never do. I don't know why I need to do that. Okay, so now I've added her sales tax. So now it gives me her total is $301.53. So she spent, that can't be right. Oh yeah, because the sales tax almost, okay, nullifies the discount. So that's her total. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Does anybody have questions on what I just did?
Do
Okay.
you charge sales tax on her discounted items?
I don't know, whatever the app does. The app does that.
The app does not.
It
It's
does not.
very complex. So you
But
just
there's,
leave
but
it.
there's a place when you pull up the year-end report that shows you how much you gave away in discounts, so then I can recoup the non-recoverable sales tax. Okay, so now that I've got her thing done, are y'all with me? Now I'm gonna go up here, and there's 3 little dots way up here at the top right. I'm gonna click those 3 little dots, and it's gonna give me an option. Do I want to email her invoice? Do y'all see those choices?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna click on, it says send email receipt, change it to a CDS order. Let's say all of a sudden you realize, I don't have this in my inventory, I gotta have the company ship it. You can literally click that button that says change it to CDS, meaning it's not coming out of my inventory. I want Mary Kay to ship it. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna click on here, it says send customer receipt, send email receipt. Her email's already in here. So I'm just type her a note that says, hi, Katie. I can't wait to see you. And I'm going to put in here, love Diane. She's been a customer of mine for a long time. She spends so much money with me. It's ridiculous. Okay. So I add a little note, and then I just go up here to the little blue arrow up here, and I hit send. So now it just sent her. So what'll happen is sometime tonight, she will Venmo me, because she always does. She'll Venmo me the $307. Does that make sense? And I just made 150 bucks. Huh? All right. Now that that's in and done, now I'm going to walk you guys through. Okay, so how do you do this with your taxes? So you're going to go on to Mary Kay InTouch. Now, this might take a second because nothing is where it used to be. Let's be real. Okay, let me go in here. Hold on. Mary Kay InTouch. Okay. Somebody else might have to help me with this, because InTouch is a whole new, don't even go there.
I need to still ask exactly which button do you push to send? I send people their receipt via text, not email. So did you click
So what
on
do you
the-
do? Take a screenshot of it?
That's what I do.
Okay. The only downside with the screenshot is it doesn't itemize what comes in the order. You can screen.
Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does.
Well,
Yeah.
if they order like 6 things, I guess you just take multiple screenshots. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
So I need to know. So did you say press the 3 dots or press
The 3 dots in the upper right.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm going to take you guys to Mary Kay InTouch. All right. So now that we've got that done, right? So now we're going to go in here and we're going to go to business tools, and we're going to go to my customers. We want to go to my customers
Yay.
plus.
That wasn't as difficult as one might have thought.
Okay. So we're going to go to my customers. And it's going to say, okay, managing your order. So if you want to see your order, you could literally click on this, and it's going to show you Katie's order that we just did. It was done today for $307. It is pending. She hasn't paid me. This is my hostess from her party. That's how much she owes me for her product. Waiting for her to pay me. This gal, Courtney, already paid me. This gal paid me. This gal's mailing me a check. So do you see what I'm saying? So these are all orders, right? Okay. So if you need to change any of these orders, you can change them, or you can delete them. You can archive them. You can do whatever you want. Does this make sense so far? So if you guys aren't sure if somebody paid you, scroll back and say, okay, well, who else is unpaid? Leticia Santa Cruz, I need to go in and change that because she did pay me. Okay, so we've got these done. So now what you're going to do is, if you go up here back to InTouch, this is the important part. This is the weekly accomplishment part. This is the part your director needs from you guys. Okay, you're going to click on weekly accomplishments. Okay, now I'm going to show you not what I see as a director. I'm going to show you like my own weekly accomplishment sheet. So I'm going to go in here, and it's going to say, okay, so for this week, I've got Laura Morgan's party, but see, that's actually wrong because her party was $1,000. Her party was last week. I just did her invoice today. But let's say we go back to last week. Okay, so I've got these customers. So this is their orders. Okay, so let's say I want to add them to my weekly accomplishment sheet down here. You just click on this. You click on add her order. And let's say somebody hasn't paid you yet. You don't have to add their order, but all 3 of these people paid me. So see how it keeps track of all of your appointments and it totals it. That means you sold $360 that week. Does that make sense? And then what you can do is you can hit next. And it'll say, okay, did you interview any potential team members? Did you get, yes, I got 1 new team member. So I could put a 1 in there. It says your appointments for next week. I have 4. So I could put 4 in there if I want to. You don't have to do these. Number of skincare sets sold. I sold 3 at Laura's party. So I'm going to say 3. Why is it not letting me say 3? Okay, well, apparently you can't do that step there. Whatever.
Yep.
Oh, I guess you have to do that back on the actual sheet. Yes?
Diane, when you are adding the orders, don't you put in the sales tax?
It puts it in.
It puts the sales tax in for you.
Oh,
Because see, when you do your weekly sales, it's always less your sales tax. So we've never given you guys, you don't get recognition on the sales tax.
right. I know, but for you to have your tax, the information for your taxes.
Correct. So when you go, so I'll show you guys where that is on the My Customer app thing. So now
Okay,
you're going to
thank
click
you.
next. And it's going to say, okay, what are your goals for next week? So when you guys fill this out, it's just helpful to me. Like if you get stuck, like someone will say, I had a consultant last week send me a thing. She goes, I need help on sharing the opportunity and closing my classes. So she checked these 2 boxes and I called her and said, do you have boards? And she said, no. So she downloaded our boards and she went in and found some things that she could use for closing her classes and for sharing the opportunity. So if you need help with something, just reach out to me and you can change this date. You can go back to the week before, the week before, the week before. You can even go back to last year if you want to change the seminars last year. Okay. Then you guys go to next. If you don't want to fill all this out, that's up to you. But at least, so if you have a new or prospective team member, you can put their info in here. It's a great place for you to keep track of people. And now it's telling me that it does not have all the information needed because I skipped over stuff. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But you guys can see how now it's saying, who do I want to send this to? And you want to ideally send it to your director. And if I'm your adopted director, then you can do submit my accomplishment sheets. And I get an email that says someone in your unit has just submitted a weekly accomplishment sheet. And that's when your director has a heart attack and she picks herself up off the floor. No, I'm kidding. Okay, does everybody understand that now? What to do? Now, I will tell you one of the things that I did before I'm going to wrap this up and have Lori teach real quick. I have a customer named Tester and I have a customer named Diane. My personal use that I cannot share due to germs and cooties, meaning my mascara, my lipstick, that stuff, it all goes in under Diane. Anything that I can break open and demo, the new perfume, the new hand creams, micellar water, I could use that on me. So I use the bottle until it's got about 1.5 inches left and I put it in my bathroom. Same thing with my eye makeup remover. I use it until it's down to about this much and I put it in my bathroom. So my bathroom's got 4 or 5 bottles going at the same time with hardly anything in them. Those I write off to my customer named Tester. So I actually have a customer named Tester. And at the end of the year, it said Tester spent $640 retail. Well, that's $320 wholesale plus tax on the retail. You get to tax write all that off. It's really simple, you guys. It's really, really, really simple. Now, what I didn't do last year, or I didn't even know this was an option, is when you go to this My Customer app and you're back at the thing on here. Okay. Okay, you're back on this homepage. Y'all remember that? Okay. Now what happens is when I go to this plus thing, notice there's one of the little dots in the bottom has like a pad of paper and a pen. Do y'all see that on the bottom? That is for reports. So you click on that and it's going to say, oh no, that says choose a customer. Hold on. I got to figure out where it is. Catalog my inventory, 6 things.
It says create report.
Oh, yeah. There's a thing that says create reports. So you guys see this? If you just scroll down, there's a thing that says create reports. So you click on create reports and it's going to say, okay, do you want a customer detail report by customer? Do you want a sales summary? Do you want your inventory detail report? Now, it will also track your inventory. I've never used it for that because I've got stuff that's not current. But for those of you guys who are newer, like Janine, any of you guys, Dawn, you literally can hold your phone over your box of inventory. It'll scan through the QRL code, your inventory, and put it in your phone. And that way, when you sell stuff, it automatically subtracts it. Okay, so you've got inventory detail report, the retinization dashboard, which is every customer that bought clinical solutions from you, and also product return detail report. So you can literally pull those reports up and it'll tell you how much you sold for the month, how much you sold for the year. And so those reports is all I needed, plus my weekly accomplishment sheet that gave me my total for the year. Does that make sense? If you guys get stuck, I will tell you, it's a lot easier to do when you're on the computer. Do it yourself. Sell something. If you sold something this week, go in and create an invoice. If you've got the My Customer app, create it on here. It'll automatically pop up there. Okay. Now, let's say I wanted to change one of those orders to somebody who paid. I would just go back in. I'm going to re-add this. I'm going to go to orders, and it shows me, this is bad, all these orders it says are pending because I haven't gone in to say customers paid for them. So I know for a fact Dina Garcia paid me her $161.69. So I open her order. See on the bottom how it says not complete. I click on that button. It says mark it complete. And it says the order is complete. Are you sure? And I said, yes, the order is complete. They've paid me. It gives me a little heart. And now it marks her order as completed, meaning she's paid me.
And it's all delivered.
And it's all delivered and all that. Does that make sense, you guys? So when you send stuff by shipping CDS, it takes care of that and it'll add everything to your stats. Does anybody have any quick questions on how to create a customer invoice, how to do weekly accomplishment sheet? Now, I did do a holiday boutique. I didn't have time at the holiday boutique to be filling a computer thing. I just literally got a scratch piece of paper, like a Xerox. Where's my invoices? I had a Xerox. I'll show you. I made paper invoices, and I literally took, and as people bought stuff from me, I just, I'm gonna grab these. I literally filled all these out. So I come home and I have all of these invoices of paper. So then I just paid my assistant. She just grabbed a big cup of coffee and she sat down and she entered every single person and what they bought. And then we shred these, we throw them away. But that way, everything's in the computer. You know what they bought. Because my customer, Wendy, she just called me and said, hey, you know that foundation? I loved it. Give me another one. And that liner you gave me, I love that too. I said, well, what color is it? It's not her job to know what color it is. She goes, whatever that lip liner was, it was amazing. Okay. So by me going to orders, it'll tell me what she's bought.
Well, not only that, the app gives you an option to, it will tell you what products the customer has ordered.
Exactly.
You can look under products.
All right, so I'm going to take you guys to boards, and then Lori's going to finish with our skin analyzer challenge. So I'm hoping you guys are all using boards. Boards is our free app. If you are using this, you really need to jump in on this. But this is February's. So I want to bring this up to you guys so you guys can see all this. This was our event last night, which I can actually technically take out of here now. I can literally delete that app. Delete that. So here's got the price increase. There's the red event. Here is Janice's skincare class that she did last night. So I can actually delete those. So we've got Michelle Suddeth, who is speaking this Thursday. She will be doing it this Thursday. And then on Monday, the 19th, you guys mark your calendar. Janice is doing a whole thing about team building. This whole thing, together, everyone achieves more. On Monday, she's going to talk about how do you do this? How do you team build? What videos do you share? What do you layer information? How does this all work? So here's her code. I would do everything you can humanly possibly do to make sure you are on Monday night, the 19th. She's going to start doing a training once a month, probably not on a Monday. Probably she'll switch it back to a Wednesday, but for right now, she did this one on a Monday. Okay, but that's in here as well. Then she's also got the next virtual event, which is the 21st, is for your eyes only. Okay, it's both in English and in Spanish. So we've got all these events on here. She's got the English and Spanish eyes only, and then she's got Karima that she's I talked to her at the luncheon. I said, Janice is trying to get you on a virtual event. And she says, I know. And so Janice just booked her. She's $1 million director. She's got a great story. She came to this country, no hubby, no kids, then got married, and now she's $1 million director. That's on the 22nd. And then Janice on the 25th has got, or the 28th has got a skincare class. So these are all the events for the month. So please take advantage of these, you guys. And then if you guys are looking for some of the stuff that I created, here's monthly special deals, but go to this, Masters to Book, Sell, and Close. If you are looking for the repair price comparison, here it is. Here's the new closing sheet with the new prices from the price increase. It's going on this Friday. It's already in here. We've got 2 different surveys. This is skincare and spa. This is skincare and makeup. We have 2 tray inserts. This has got skincare and makeup. This one's skincare and spa. 2 half-page hashtag party boards. There's only 2 on a page. So they're really, really big. 30 faces tracking. Okay, how to pre-profile. Everything you guys need is right here. All right. And then I'm going to let Lori do our close because I'm going to pull this up. So Lori, go ahead and give them their challenge for the week. This is super exciting, you guys.
Okay, so the challenge for the week, oh, whoops, I did the wrong thing, is is to ask 5, and it could be the same 5. It could. You are in a challenge to get 5 faces to do the Skin Analyzer app. And there's a picture of it right there in the upper left corner. And there's the instructions. If I were you, I would get that on my phone, and that's something that you will send to your 5 people and just say, I'm in a challenge. I need to practice on this for this app. And is there any reason why you couldn't be a wonderful face for me? And so you will show them the app, and right there, I mean, you can send them the instructions. Download the Skin Analyzer app. They will click, I'm a customer. Then they'll take a selfie. It will analyze, and then here's a key. You want them to share it with you. Now, I also thought that what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that with one of those surveys that we just saw in the boards app, because I want to know not just what Mary Kay says, I want to know what they're thinking, how they're feeling about their skin, because that's going to tell you a lot. And I would have them do the Skin Analyzer app first, because that might influence how they're. Diane, can we just go back to the boards for a second?
Yeah. So you guys, so what Lori's telling you guys to do is download this app. It's free. First of all, do your own skin. But here's the deal. Make sure you don't have makeup on. Like I did it once just for fun, and I had a full face of makeup on it. It says, wow, skin tone even, texture is great. And it's like, then I washed my face, didn't do so well. So make sure, so first of all, do yourself. So if you don't already have this downloaded, download it. Then you have 48 hours. Did you tell them that part, Lori? They have 48 hours to have 5 people scan. I wouldn't pick all the 19-year-olds that you know in your life. I would pick people of all ages, all ethnicities. I don't care if they're Filipino, African-American, Caucasian, Brazilian, whatever, right? To have them scan their skin and they click this. So I'd send them this. So you want to download this off boards and send them this and say, I want to master using Skin Analyzer. I only have 48 hours to have you scan your skin and send me the results. Could I count on you? And then I would say, I have a gift for you, and you guys can decide what the gift. It could be a sample, like a color card. It could be either a microdermabrasion sample, or you could say, when you send me when you have your face scanned and send me the results, I will send you a sample of a product that it recommends you to try.
Yes, I would do
So
that.
if they say microderm for texture, send them a sample of microderm. If it says,
Yes.
oh my gosh, she needs eye cream because she's got lines, send her an eye cream sample. But you want to do this. So when they share the results with you, I'm assuming you all have done this, you're going to get this kind of a thing in here where it goes from green to red. Green is better. Red is not good. And they'll show you like a little mark. And one is texture, one is skin tone, one is fine lines and deep wrinkles, one is, I don't know, there's 4 or 5 different things. They're going to text you this, and then underneath that, it's called regimen, and they're going to suggest that they try these products to make those things better. So it doesn't matter whether they buy it. All you're trying to do is get 5 people to scan their faces and send you the results. So when you guys go back to boards, you're going to go under this, which is called, so if you open boards, it looks just like this. You're going to go down to masters, to book, sell, and close, right? You're going to open this. You're going to scroll down. In fact, I'll just move it to the top.
Now, see, I'm going to use those surveys after they do the Skin Analyzer. That might affect.
Well, the only thing with the survey that asks them to give me their opinion of our product, what they liked tonight or what they liked today, and that's up to you guys.
Anyway, they don't have to fill out that part.
Okay.
I want to know how they feel.
Yeah, because on the survey, it asks questions like, As the aging process continues, looking ahead in the future, what are you most concerned about? Hydration, lines and wrinkles, brown spots. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about a complete skincare routine? How important is it? At what age did you start caring about skincare? Have you ever tried an exfoliating product? See, and that's the thing, is that they might go microderm. I want a sample of microderm. Is your skin normal, dry, whatever? So you could literally have them fill out this top part and then say, oh, the bottom part is for when we get together.
That's right.
So like Lori said, you could totally use this.
I'm going to. That's going to be part of it for me.
And they could print this out, fill it out by hand, and then take a picture of it and text it to you. And you could fill out another one, or you could do it over Zoom like this. You could literally have her up here and say, okay, I'm taking notes on scratch paper. Tell me where are you on this thing? Like, tell me what I should write down. I think they're more honest, honestly, when they fill it out themselves, but that's just my 2 cents. Okay, so does anybody have any questions on what you're supposed to do? Do your own face, and if you've even done your face recently, do it again, no makeup on, and then 5 people to scan their skin and text you back the results. You got 48 hours. And then I'll share with you what to do once they send you the results back. Anybody have any questions on Lori's challenge? Oh, you guys, I got some killer prizes. I just got some little fold up envelopes that you put a sample inside, and that all the little edges all fold into a little square, and you can put samples inside to mail. They're super cute. I even have new color stock cards on every booster that Mary Kay makes, so you could start sticking those in packages. I got all these really cool things from 2 different paper supply companies. So I'm ready to start mailing things out. So do me a favor, if you guys had sales in excess of 300 this week, would you please type your sales into the chat? Because everybody whose sales are 300 or more, I am going to send you prizes every single week that your sales are at least 300, because that's the minimum you need to be, a star consultant. Okay, anybody have any questions on the challenge? The 48-hour challenge. How many of you guys have not done your own face? How many have not scanned their skin in a while? Okay, I hope you guys all do it. Even if you've done it recently, do it again. It's super, super fun. But you might even have one guy. You might even have a guy that you know to say, hey, I'm looking for 5 people and I've picked you. I'd find somebody who's got a lot of sun damage, or maybe somebody who's really into skincare, and maybe even a minimalist. It doesn't matter. Just ask 5 different people. In fact, Dawn, you could ask all 4 of the women that were there last night and say, hey, we've got this new app and I am determined to master this app. And so I've got only 48 hours, or you can tell them 24 hours, say, could you scan this, download the app, it's free, but put me as your consultant. So I would text them that little pic collage that is on boards, because it tells them what to do. Download the app. Does that make sense? All right. All right, you guys. So please let me know what I can do to help. I am doing a skincare class on here in 10 minutes. So if you want to watch, it's just with 3 people. It's my new recruit up in Sacramento. I mailed out packets. So I'm just going to zip through skincare, charcoal mask. You've all seen me do this a million times. But I also am going back to the hotel every single month all the way till June. And then we're looking at also doing a skincare and makeup event. Yes, Dawn.
What date is for March?
Don't you
I have
have them
all
all
the
on
dates.
one thing?
Moving forward.
Is that in boards?
What'd you say?
Did you post that in boards?
What?
What your date is each month?
Oh, I'm just going to post the flyers. Okay, here's the dates. It is March 11th, April 15th, May 13th, and June 10th. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to do more. These are evening spa events, but everybody really wants to do a makeup event. So I may do a daytime makeup thing or a Friday night makeup thing. And I may do something at my house in Benicia as well, because I could probably do probably 12 people at my house. 6 around my kitchen table, 6 around a pop-up table. Okay, so those are the dates. I will start making a new flyer for March 11th, but I really want you guys to focus on how much can you sell the chemo packages before the prices go up, and make sure you get your orders. And keep in mind, if you do 300 wholesale by the 15th of the month, you get a digital package. And every month, the digital prices are amazing because you get to customize it, and it's all stuff you all can use. Okay? All right, you guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being on tonight. We talked a lot about how to do a weekly accomplishment sheet. I will always be on now at 6 o'clock doing some training. Janine was on earlier and she had some specific questions. We did on how to do a product return from a customer. That's it. Okay, now I've got people jumping on for my skincare class, so I'm kicking you all off. Oh, Lori already let her in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you guys have a great night.